Hey there everyone, Hanyou here. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Last episode was a bit of a surprise, even for me, because I ended the episode before that with one victim, and then I started the next episode with having two victims instead of the one I thought. But yeah, now I'm confused. I have no idea what to really expect from this one, and yeah, so we're going to get started and push on through, shall we? Still things I need to investigate. The hemp bag, but it didn't give me anything. Hemp bag while she was hanging from the ceiling. Don't know why the killer covered Ibuki's face. Monokuma in detail on the curtain. Black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. Huh. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So...
If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easily. Music venue curtain added to truth bullets. Step ladder, hemp bag. I'm not getting anything from the hemp bag though. Oh, Ibuki's body. Did I forget to examine her body? Ibuki's body lay on top of the stage. She's wearing a hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. Okay, yeah, I did look at her body. Blood belonged to someone else. Fuhigo said the estimated time of death was not written in the Monokuma file. Even so, time of death should be clear because I personally saw it. Definitely saw with my own eyes that video of Ibuki's death. But she was climbing the step ladder on her own in that video. If Ibuki died right after that, this can be considered a suicide. But that should be impossible. I mean, if Ibuki's death was a suicide, then Hyoko's death afterward has no explanation. Yeah. Except for the fact I'm starting to think Hyoko died first. Hyoko's body suspended against a pillar on the side of the stage. Let's see. The condition of her kimono. Found a motel key in there, in her robe. When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body. I already went through all that. So, you have anything new to tell me? No, just more about the blood stain. Something that I thought was strange. Thick piece of paper was stuck to the baton. I don't have anything else I need. Hello? Anything from this? Rope. Let's see. Migan told me no doubt there's no doubt Ibuki's case of death was being hanged by a rope. But I saw her hang herself, so that should have been clear. Anything on here? Flipped over on its side. Small amount of blood down the ladder. Ibuki shouldn't have had any external injuries, so the blood stain is probably Hyoko's. But why would Hyoko's blood be on there? Ah, okay, here's something. Looks like music. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right. You might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little like this. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater now. That should cool things off a little. At the last thing? Yes, it was. Alright. Broken machine. Shattered remains of the machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
Appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This too
Kazuichi
must be the
put
will
it
of causality.
in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean?
Well?
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
Fine.
That's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? Added to truth bullets. Storage room, here we go. Door that says staff only, looks like the inside of the storage room. Might as well investigate in here too. Ah, I see. That's the piece of paper that we found. Carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf that's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted all over the front of this wallpaper, and this edge of the wallpaper. It looks a little torn, but what does this mean? Sticker. A lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It looks like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? What are you doing, Nagito? Nagito, did you come here to investigate this storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey.
So what about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over step ladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko. That'll probably come from that probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things in this storage room that they used for the crime. You also pretend to give me hints, but in the end you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope, and that's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special, huh?
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime. I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
If you could explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey.
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater. Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? Because that's where the hemp bag came from. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there are also instruments and machines that I've never seen before. But they don't look like they pertain to the case. You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. I guess that's everything important in this storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. The paper! Damn it, fine. Gundam. Talk to me for a second. Did you direct your gaze to the brave stature of my four dark Devas of Destruction? Okay, how you doing, Akane? Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
That's weird.
That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, take a look at this. What?
Huh?
Look what's on the front door. This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like...
It's something that... If something like that is in the front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue. Why would this be a clue?
Hey.
Remember when we came to the music venue? It won't open. The only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's gonna be possible. Of the four of us, two of us are girls, you know. It doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go. So that was what was locking the door, I guess, right? The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the four of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh?
I get it.
The door is designed to push open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how is the serial killer able to get out?
Huh?
Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't have any windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside.
Like...
Maybe the killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us.
I get it.
You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like he said, that might be possible, but...
I've listened to the whole story.
I've heard what you two were discussing. Chiaki, that was a kind of cool
Well?
entrance. Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
See?
There's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, you see? You're right, what is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think... It doesn't look like rubber, but... As she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. What are you putting in... Why are you putting it in your mouth? And it smells like workshop chemicals. Ah, it smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop. And this chewiness. I see, this thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, it was originally a liquid that hardened into this. It might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Chucky spat out the glob of her spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Semi-transparent glob added to truth bullets. If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed Ibuki was gone, so I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Fujihiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. Huh? That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I should doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. That's right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right. We were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So, I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please, spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me? Mikan's account added to truth bullets. Alright, with this we might be close to finish investigating the music venue. But I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure to I get those autopsy results from her. Talk to Sonia first.
Something like this!
It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it.
How cruel!
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fujihiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Ah, such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as I thought.
We must do this then, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive.
You got it wrong!
But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat, is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine the precise time of death. So I was right, this happened a lot earlier than we figured it did, didn't it? I see, and that's why they destroyed the equipment too, because it would have told them when it actually happened, right? I see, that might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
But...
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree, as long as I saw it, it'd be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murders.
Huh?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie.
Good instincts.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people. The goal was an imitation murder. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This, too, must be the will
It's
of
certainly
causality.
conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? You guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing school trip, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all. And I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
Huh?
So...
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for 1 person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence!
Shut up! It's okay, I'll make it extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Ugh.
I don't like this.
Alright, fine. That's right. There's always 1 killer at any given time. If they had an accomplice, I'd have figured out who the mastermind is. I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is.
This is kind of...
Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Yep, that makes things a little easier.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a 3rd victim would be a possible imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my!
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is...
Good instincts.
Of course, it's an imitation of that movie. Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see, Nagito mentioned something about that. And it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater.
You...
I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. First victim Ibuki was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right, it might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Okay. I'm going to check out Hyoko's motel room first. I just remembered I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel, plus I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. Might be faster just to ask someone.
So you have
You're here, right? Come on out. Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hyoko staying in?
Listen well!
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. Creak, it opened just as I thought. This key was Hyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. She was murdered here, wasn't she? Okay, that's not bad, and I'm not seeing any blood. So Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here for a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my!
Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? No, it is just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault, what does she mean? Mirror, but it's small and rusty. No way anyone can use this. I see you there.
No.
Yes, deal with it. And the bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Every time Monokuma shows up on these screens, I get a chill that makes me leap. The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono.
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru, but Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she was able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings. Which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror?
Mirror. Inside the storage room. That's why she was there.
Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
Oh boy. And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be!
Could it be Hyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. How did you tell Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Sonya's counting out her truth bullets. I don't see anything that looks suspicious. And that will mark the end of this episode, so if you enjoyed it, please consider leaving it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more content in the future, and until next time everybody, have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye!